لا لا انا موجود.
لكن انتم مش انتم ما قلتوا لي خلاص؟
ايه
طب تبون نلعب وورزون؟
انا الله كردود يعني معكم، اذا جالسين معكم، اذا رايحين معكم. اللي ودكم.
انكم والله اني احبكم.
Li Mei hurries Liu Kang as her constables arrest the soldiers.
We must leave. Reinforcements will be on the way.
He follows her into the carriage and shuts the doors. Later, Li Mei and Liu Kang stride through the hanging gardens of Empress Sindel's palace. A purple weeping willow provides ample shade among majestic architecture. They march past lavender drapes dispersed between stone columns. They reach a flourishing garden with vibrant flora and a flowing waterfall. Tanya accosts them, flanked by a second Umgadi. She points her staff at Liu Kang.
Word of his arrival precedes you. Surrender if you wish to remain unharmed.
Let us pass, Tanya. The Empress and her family are in danger. He brings word that Shang Tsung and General Shao plot against them.
The General? Are you so easily taken in by lies? Once again, you prove incapable of protecting the royal house.
Oh.
Attacker jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. Tanya vaults forward, leaving her staff lodged in the ground. She leaps to kick the victim's face through the staff. The attacker hits the victim's face with a hook, then twists their arm to break their shoulder. Li Mei conjures a giant lion head made of energy. She leaps, twists the victim's neck, and throws them into the lion's maw. To Tanya.
I'm sorry you made that necessary.
Umgadi priestesses rush in. They circle Li Mei and Liu Kang, pointing their spears.
تم أعطي بلوك.
Li Mei holds out her arms as she and Liu Kang stand back to back.
ترى أنت داعم محترم.
Of my deeds when I was one of you.
بس
I may no longer be welcome.
أبو الورد تقول له سم.
I am still
أبو الورد.
I will always honor my vows. He's here to end a threat to the Empress. Stand against us.
الله حي الله حي الله يحييكم ويبقيكم.
Stand with us.
وش موضوعك معها؟ والله
Later, Li Mei and Liu Kang escort bound Tanya down the hallway.
Why didn't you kill me?
Because we mean you no harm.
And that you live will help prove that fact to the Empress.
Umgadi follow as the trio enters the colossal throne. Purple fabric drapes over the walls and pink flower petals twirl in the air. They reach Empress Sindel, who
حبيب قلبي شكرا يا ابو الورد. حبيب قلبي شكرا، تفضل على المدرج. شكرا لكلامك وانبسطنا بسواليفك. الحين نكمل ان شاء الله ستريم الحلو مع الحلوين وكل يوم أحلى.
I know you may never forgive me.
She puts her hand to her chest.
But don't be blinded by anger and grief. We are here to help you.
Tanya chokes Li Mei with rope tied around her wrist. She elbows Tanya's head and twists around to strike. Liu Kang seizes spears. Kitana charges in to Melina.
No, your condition.
Li Mei
Senior.
sidesteps Tanya's punch, then kicks her to the ground. Kitana closes in.
Your faithlessness astounds.
behind the rocket, behind the
How
rocket.
can you side with Earthrealm against us?
I'm acting for your family's benefit and for Outworlds. If you took a moment, you'd realize it.
Fight!
دم ايش معك؟ لا رد عليه. ايه الله يطول عمرك، الرد دائما عليك زي العسل على القلب.
Your Highness, please. You fight the wrong battle. Sir.
No way, bro.
You must be smarter, Princess.
Sindel.
No, Melina. I forbid it.
I must. If I won't risk my life for the throne, I'm not worthy
كومي
of it.
سلينا ملينا I come here بنت المسكينة قالت لي وش فيك نديمة.
She cleaves Li Mei's throat and kicks
لا
her
أنا
to the
الحين في
ground.
الأوتر وورد مو بأرث ريلم.
I remember
لا هذا
teaching you
زي
that, Princess. You were but a girl.
لا هذا بس
That was
عنصرية.
long ago.
ترى هذا كله
Much has
مسجل ترى
changed.
بالستريم.
My loyalty to your family hasn't.
يعني
Trust
يا ابو الورد اعطيته ميوت انا اصلا نزلته تو. تبيني ارجع اطلعه ولا نتفرج بالكاتسين؟ الله الله شكرا الاسد، شكرا يا اسد يا مخاوي صباح، شكرا شكرا.
Her sharp tongue jerks as she knocks Sindel over. Li Mei dashes over to pull Melina off her mother.
Forgive me, Princess, but I won't allow you to hurt yourself or anyone else.
فبس انا I will hurt you. Come here little monkey دوري. هيا لوسي.
I must be careful. I cannot harm her. Tarkat makes victims of us all.
شكرا يا ابو الورد، شكرا يا
Tanya
ابو
rubs her
الورد.
wrists and quickly attends Melina, her black braid swaying. She procures a syringe and injects its serum into Melina's neck. The princess's wide, deformed mouth and jagged teeth recede, and her
يلا
face
ندخل جولة.
transforms back to normal. Life returns to Melina's eyes. Sindel stands to face Li Mei. Melina groggily places her hand on Tanya's. They exchange looks. Tanya smiles.
Praise Argus. Thank you. I am in your debt.
No, Your Majesty. There can be no debt between friends.
Welcome to the live
Luke
chat, please
Hand
everyone
steps in.
live and like
I am
it,
glad
live it.
she is safe.
Thank you.
and that our conflict has ended.
It is paused, not ended. Li Mei has earned my goodwill. Whether you do remains to be
قد
seen.
بوردرلاندز.
I seek only
ويلكم من اللي
peace
دخل
and
على الستريم.
justice.
شكرا شكرا. انا اللي
Is
دخلت
that
على
why
الستريم
you
واشكر
send
نفسي.
minions on secret missions into You've proved yourself the enemy I was long warned you would be.
I understand your anger, but I had reason to believe that Shang Tsung posed a threat to both of us.
هم يدعمون نفسهم
Until
انا
I
اتفرج
confirmed
نفسي.
them, I did not want to burden you with my suspicions.
And now?
They have proven true. Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, the general. They
شكرا
conspired
شكرا.
to
تفضل
conquer
تفضل.
us.
هلا هلا وسهلا يا رفيق التايلوكس.
At Shang
هلا
Tsung's laboratory.
هلا
What you see
هلا
there does
يا
not convince you.
شوفي
I
الصغير.
will surrender Earthrealm without a fight.
Later in the lab,
هلا
Sindel
محمود
grimaces
كمارو.
to change
هلا
back
محمود
into
كمارو.
limbs and spill
ويلكم من
guts.
زمان
Liu
عنك.
Kang, the princesses, and Umgadi watch.
How could I have so misjudged them? For Shang Tsung to indulge in such depravity, for General Shao to condone it, they are not the men I thought.
مخاوي الليل درب السلامة.
Despite
صباح
my best
الخير.
efforts,
شكرا.
neither man nor Quan Chi.
هلا ثلاثة. من اللي دخل؟ ويلكم. انا بشوف من اللي دخل.
They're outworlders.
But it is I who crafted their destinies, along with those of all other beings, at the dawn of history.
The voice of the game is low. Okay.
You
should be
created
better.
the realms.
Welcome,
Is your
welcome,
mind
welcome. Thank you for
addled,
the
demigod?
$5.
I am a mere demigod
Babam
now,
Gita.
but eons ago, I was more powerful than all of the elder gods combined. I was a titan, and the keeper of time.
He pushes air in a circle to create a small sandstorm. Sand and light collect to form Geras. A gold dragon tattoo sits on his bare brown shoulder. He conjures an image of an hourglass.
This is Geras.
Your Majesty, Your Highnesses.
Geras is the guardian of the hourglass, a celestial object which lies beyond the realms. The hourglass regulates time and destiny. When I wielded its power, it was upon me to craft all of existence, which I did when I restarted history.
Restarted?
This timeline was preceded by billions more. Though this is the first of Liu Kang's design, the others were designed by his predecessor. Kronika was obsessed with equalizing good and evil. When a timeline veered too far to one or the other, she would halt it and restart history, tinkering with lives and events in the hope of achieving her golden balance.
Prior timelines, Kronika gave Shang Tsung and Quan Chi mastery of the most vile magics. Shao was not a general, a tyrannical ruler bent on conquest. Yusidel were his ruthless wife, who would do anything to preserve your privilege. When I took the hourglass from Kronika, I vowed to do better. So in this timeline, the sorcerers would not gain their dark powers. Shao would be your loyal follower, and you would rule Outworld firmly, but fairly.
But someone has interfered with Liu Kang's design. Shao, Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, all have been groomed by an unknown entity to be the villains they were in previous timelines.
Where to begin? Am I to kneel to my creator? Do you expect worship?
ASAP Rocky.
No, Your Majesty. My prior role was thrust upon me by
بدل
circumstance.
ما تتفرج على توتا تتفرج
I am
علي
in
تكفى.
no way divine.
You had
Twitter.
power over all
لا
of
بيوتيوب
creation,
بيوتيوب للكينج
yet you
77.
gave it up.
سوي لي سبسكرايب كمان لو سمحت.
Because I
لايك
saw
عمرك
how it
يكون
drove
مشكر.
Kronika mad. I knew I would fare no better had I kept it.
Shao kicks open the door and struts in with Goro, Rain, and the winged Natara. Sindel advances, followed by the others.
You. How dare you conspire against Outworld?
Not against Outworld, but against your misguided rule. Your deference to him leaves us all vassals.
So you sanction these unspeakable horrors? Lie to me about the threats we face? Thanks to you,
هاي ستريم في احد لاعب مورتال كومبات. ويلكم 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 ابو البوكيه ويلكم.
Empress, everyone, stay back.
What is it?
The amulet of Shinnok, a weapon of terrifying power.
It should not exist. Its maker is powerless, as Liu Kang designed.
Yet more proof of foreign interference.
Enough prattle. You'll both bend a knee to Outworld's new emperor.
Put down the amulet. Its evil is beyond your control.
Do you think I do battle not trained with my weapons? I am more than prepared.
He thrusts the trembling amulet. Glowing tendrils of orange light pull Geras and the princesses into the amulet's central jewel. A fight breaks out and Natara strikes Sindel.
So General Shao casts his lot with Outworld's enemies against me. He's a fool to ally with you blood-sucking fiends.
Fight.
No way.
Goro wallops the victim in the face, then pulls both arms apart to rip them out of their sockets. He headbutts the victim. Natara kicks her victim upward, then stabs her claws through their neck before slamming across the floor. The attacker hits the victim's face with a hook, then twists their arm to break their shoulder. Sindel's hair grabs and slams the victim. Two strands hold their ankles to yank their legs apart, twisting their hips.
Still you fight on. It is a pointless endeavor. You're no better than Shang Tsung's monstrosities.
Liu Kang ducks under Rain's staff swing, then elbows his face just before Sindel jump kicks him to the floor.
Tanya and your daughters, they are not dead, but trapped in the amulet. We can still save them.
They freeze as General Shao raises the amulet to them. Li Mei leaps through the air and kicks Shao to the floor, making him drop the amulet. Sindel grabs it. Soldiers chase them into a corridor. Liu Kang turns and blasts a stream of fire at the soldiers, igniting several. Sindel screams purple sonic energy at the ceiling, making it collapse between them and the soldiers.
Detain me!
They hurry to the lab's upper level where numerous warriors and soldiers fight. Sindel marches to Reiko.
It's no surprise that you are party to Shao's treason. Know that it will cost you your life.
I owe him mine many times over. Sacrificing it in his service would be an honor.
Fight.
لازم اغير الكنترول. لا 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 لا.
Motaro
Fuck,
charges
fuck,
the victim with
fuck,
a headbutt,
fuck,
then back
fuck.
kicks their torso to shatter their
I don't
ribs.
believe this.
Reiko throws a spear through his victim's chest. He breaks off the spear's handle to smash it through their skull.
If you fought this hard against Earth,
كم طول الستوري؟
no one would fight against
الكاتسين الحالة كلهم الكاتسين 4 hours.
4 ساعات
بس الكاتسين. ايه.
That Shao misled you makes you no less culpable. You will answer for this crime. Your rebellion is doomed.
Rain and Shao enter. Rain blasts a water.
Sorry, I'm just changing my
Well, that's
controller
enough.
stream. Thank you stream for waiting. Thank you.
Li Mei shields Sindel and gets knocked back.
Your betrayal hurts most, Rain. I thought of you as a son.
I've outgrown you, Empress. Shang Tsung's taught me that I've scratched just the surface of my power. To explore it, I can't be bound by your limits.
Fight.
No. It's time I show you.
Your queen. You are forever dead to me.
General Shao headbutts an Umgadi, then cleaves off her arm with his axe. He hacks into another shoulder, then wrenches the blade out.
Your reign is over, Sindel.
I remember the weak, sickly boy you were. How your father fought to push you past your infirmities. Now you repay him by spitting on his ideals? Your revolt shreds every value he held dear.
Fight.
weaken both me and the Empire. Your family name will be forever tarnished.
The attacker jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. Sindel's hair grabs and slams the victim. 2 strands hold their ankles to yank their legs apart, twisting their hips.
You are relieved, General.
The amulet, Your Majesty.
Sindel hands Liu Kang the amulet. Fiery light pours from it as Liu Kang holds it up. Orange energy streams from the amulet. Melina, Kitana, Tanya, and Geras materialize. Sindel runs to her daughters, and they all hug tightly.
I hate to disrupt, but we must act quickly to save Earthrealm.
Is that the command of my creator?
No, Your Majesty. It is the request of a friend.
He smiles warmly. Later, Liu Kang, Geras, Sindel, Tanya, Melina, Kitana, Smoke, and Scorpion stand in a tree line of the forest surrounding Shang Tsung's ruined fortress and gaze up at 4 green solnados shining from behind its ramparts. Shang Tsung and Quan Chi stand before a large stone well filled with green light. The dragon crown rises out from it. Shang Tsung takes it.
We are ready.
And the Soul Stealers?
Keep them running. I am sure we'll find a use for the collected souls.
They walk to the stone steps of the fortress's immense entryway. A soldier stands with his back to a railing in a terrace. Kitana hops up from behind and stabs his neck with a knife. She throws him over the balcony, then jumps up over it to the terrace with Tanya and Melina. Melina dashes to a soldier manning a siege weapon on the rampart from behind. She plunges a knife into his neck, takes control of the weapon, and fires its massive bolt at a soldier standing at another Scorpio nearby.
Allah.
Kitana shoves the soldier over the top of a rampart as she and Tanya hurry past. Scorpion stands at the edge of a tall wall. He throws his kunai-tipped rope dart at the head of a soldier below. It impales his skull, then Scorpion hoists him up. Smoke runs along the rooftop of the portcullis, then hops down to the others standing at its entrance. They peer at numerous soldiers marching near the 4 Soul Stealers.
Will they stand down, if ordered?
No. Those are the General's most loyal lieutenants.
They must be neutralized if we are to shut down the Soul Stealers.
Yes, they do. We should split up.
Liu Kang, Melina, Smoke, Sindel, Kitana, Tanya, and Geras sprint through the portcullis into the soldiers guarding the Soul Stealers. Umgadi priestesses and other warriors fight the soldiers while Melina and Tanya break away from the group and raise their weapons to a Soul Stealer. They freeze and turn to Ermac as he floats behind them.
Stay behind me, Princess.
No. We fight together.
He telekinetically throws chunks of a wall at them. One knocks Tanya to the ground while Melina bounds across the others midair and leaps to Ermac. He launches her back just before she can strike with her side blade. Ermac throws Melina and Tanya up to the fortress ramparts. Tanya tries to sit up, teeth gritted and a hand over her torso. Melina crawls to her.
What's wrong?
My ribs. They may be broken.
Ermac levitates above them, green energy pooling around his hands.
Help me up!
No, Tanya, stay down. This time, I protect you.
We are Ermac. It is pointless to resist us.
Come any closer, and you'll feel the points of my blades.
We are many. You are one. Your souls will become part of our collection. Fight.
لا 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 لا. The fuck man.
You will join us.
You'll have no part of me, Ermac.
Amazing, Melina. In another life, you could have been Umgadi.
I prefer this one, dearest Tanya.
Melina helps her up, then holds her arm as they pass by Ermac's twitching body.
We must leave. Quickly.
Melina, wait.
Melina stops and turns to Ermac.
Father?
Ermac staggers to her. His dry and gnarled face transforms, softening into that of a living man's. His eyes are a muted green.
Father? Is it truly you?
Yes, Melina. This body was created from the living forest's souls. Mine was one of them. Your attack broke the spell that binds us. Now, I am in control.
Father!
Melina and Jared embrace tightly. They pull back and he looks at Tanya.
You are Umgadi, but not Lily.
Welcome to the stream.
I
Welcome.
replaced her after your death, Your Majesty. She left the order rather than accept punishment.
Punishment? It was not her fault.
A discussion for another time, Father. We must go.
They glance over their shoulders, then hurry off. Liu Kang and Geras stride across the fortress plaza while Jared floats himself, Melina, and Tanya to the ground nearby.
Welcome to the stream, everybody.
Kitana dashes to Jared and throws her arms around him. His smile drops as he turns to Sindel.
Jared?
She runs to him.
Yes, Sindel. It's me.
How I've missed you.
They share a deep smile as she touches his face.
Greetings, Jared.
Liu Kang bows.
Liu Kang, my friend. We meet again.
It is good to have you back. We once again find ourselves in challenging circumstances.
And once again, we will prevail. As always, Sindel, I am yours to command.
She beams as he rests a hand on her shoulder. Shang Tsung wears the dragon crown near Quan Chi in the Tomb of the Dragon Army. They watch 10 dragon warriors punch and kick the air in unison. Melina, Kitana, and Smoke sneak behind rows of inactive dragon warriors on the other side of the cavern. Melina observes Quan Chi and Shang Tsung.
How is it they're unaware that the Soul Stealers are shut down?
We are deep within the mountain. From here, they couldn't tell.
Liu Kang, Scorpion, Geras, Jared, and Sindel join them.
Look at them conspiring. It is history we should not be repeating.
We must take the crown. Without it, he can't raise more warriors.
Our odds will improve if we can surround them.
I'll distract them while the rest of you get into position. Leave it to me, Mother.
She steps away from the others.
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung turns to Melina as she approaches.
Princess Melina.
I bring news from Outworld. Sindel is deposed. General Shao now rules.
And yet you are still free.
To succeed, the General needed help on the inside. I provided it.
The heir to the throne gives it up willingly.
It is a burden I've never wanted. The realm is better left in General... Emperor Shao's hands.
A most mature perspective. Outworld benefits from your wisdom.
Yes, Shang Tsung, it does. But not in the manner that you expect.
Everyone else drops from the upper level and quickly surrounds Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, and the Dragon Warriors before attacking. Liu Kang and a warrior trade punches. Another punches Gearas's face. Unfazed, he hammers its head with his fist. Tanya batters a warrior with her staff. Shang Tsung and Quan Chi face Melina.
A bold gambit, Princess.
It is an impressive display of guile. Who knew she was so capable?
You count yourselves among my doubters. I will count you among the dead.
Fight.
There will be consequences for forsaking Outworld.
Shang Tsung clenches his teeth and sits up. He looks at the terracotta soldiers, then turns to the dragon crown on the floor near him.
Thanks to the princess, this fight is ended.
The fight, perhaps. Not the battle.
True. Until your benefactor is caught, the realms remain threatened. Who is she, sorcerer?
They turn to the crown as green energy swirls around it.
Speak of the devil. Liu Kang. Meet Damashi.
Damashi?
The crown shines gold and floats. Sand spirals beneath it. Then another Shang Tsung materializes along with clones of the others.
You are the victim of deception, sorcerer.
You're not Damashi. You're me. More correctly, you are me. A poor facsimile, anyway. Made lesser by Liu Kang's meddling.
What's happening here? Who is he?
This Shang Tsung is whom I battled for the Hourglass. I thought him dead.
As I did you, Liu Kang. It turns out, our battle released mammoth energies which ripped apart time's fabric. The fight had two conclusions. In one, I was the victor. In the other, it was you. It was eons before I discovered this. Once I did, I knew the path forward.
I took this form and infiltrated your timeline. I elevated these wretches, giving them great power. Together, they sowed discord among the realms, and assembled for me the Dragon Army. I led them to believe they were aiding my conquest of Earthrealm and Outworld. But my intent is to exterminate all life in this timeline, and then merge it into my own.
You promised us realms. Now you leave us to slaughter? You were pawns, not partners. Your purpose served. You will be sacrificed.
We served you loyally. Built you the Dragon Crown.
This is a toy. I do not need it to control the Dragon Army. Only the souls contained within.
The Titan Shang Tsung from the Dark Timeline crumples the crown, releasing numerous souls from it that stream into the different statues. He smiles with the other dark versions of the fighters.
Goodbye, Liu Kang. Neither you nor your timeline will be missed.
He teleports away. Dark Sindel steps forward as Dark Raiden stands behind her, eyes red.
It appears our interests align. For now.
Know that I trust neither of you. I will finish you both at the first hint of treachery.
Dark Sindel smiles wickedly as Dark Raiden rises behind her. He crackles with red electricity. The fighters charge and Dark Sindel screams a sonic blast at them. Melina rushes Dark Raiden, but he shoots her with a lightning bolt, knocking her down. Jared kneels by her.
Melina, what's wrong?
Her fangs grow.
Serum wearing off. Must stay in control. You attack my family, I will make you suffer!
Further resistance serves no purpose. This timeline will be destroyed. Fight!
Jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. Raiden uppercuts his victim into the clouds. He duplicates himself to slam the victim down to the ground, then stomps their ribs.
You haven't much fight left. It won't take long to finish. Shang Tsung should have sent more minions.
The warriors face off against their dark counterparts.
Come forward if you dare. I will finish what Raiden could not.
Quan Chi and Sindel front kick her. Dark Sindel blocks their attacks, then crescent kicks Quan Chi's face. She jumps and kicks Jared back while punching Sindel away. She stretches her hair out and trips Smoke with it, then Sonic screams Geras to the floor. Her hair whips out and flips Kitana and Liu Kang down. Dark Sindel punches Kitana's face as she gets up. She smashes Scorpion's chest with her arm, driving him down. Her hair shoots out to grab Shang Tsung and Tanya as they sprint over, then slams them to the floor. Dark Sindel smirks as the warriors lie motionless around her. Sindel takes a katana on the floor and hauls herself up with it.
Your tenacity is to be admired. Until our last breaths are taken, as long as blood flows through our veins, we are not beaten. Noble sentiments, which in the end matter little. None of you will leave here alive.
Dark Sindel's hair lifts a katana from the floor and places it in her hands. She dashes to Sindel and forces her counterpart's blade to the floor, then smoothly stabs her shoulder and front kicks her back. Sindel locks blades with Dark Sindel, then uppercuts her jaw as she starts to use a sonic scream. She bashes Dark Sindel's face with the sword's hilt and flings her to the floor. Sindel raises her blade over her counterpart, then Dark Dark Sindel's hair quickly grabs her sword and impales Sindel's gut. Dark Sindel's hair coils around Sindel and flings her aside.
Oh, it's so sad to see a child lose her mother.
If my mother dies, she won't be the only Sindel to perish!
Fight!
Melina stumbles to the floor. Tanya hurries to her, then injects the serum into her neck with a syringe. Kitana and Jared each hold one of Sindel's hands as she sits bruised and bloodied on the floor. She clutches the wound in her belly.
Mother, you can't go. Not yet.
It's my time, dear. At least we had a few hours more.
I will cherish them.
Mother...
Melina kneels to Sindel and takes her hand.
You are now Empress. Rule well.
I will, Mother. Father and Kitana will help me.
Sindel's expression stills. She gazes up with glassy eyes. Jared waves a hand over her and pink energy flows from her into him.
Of course.
The others stand around them as the last of the pink energy streams into Jared.
Father, what did you do?
I collected your mother's soul. It resides within me. She is safe.
Liu Kang quickly approaches.
Hurry, everyone. We must withdraw.
The fighters run out of the Tomb of the Dragon Army. They step through the snowy foothills of the mountains as the sun sets, the ruined fortress in the far distance behind them. They all stop and turn back to the fortress as hundreds of dragon warriors march away from it and down a pathway.
To move an army that large among realms, he'll need a portal, yes?
More than one. You will need a nexus of portal gateways.
It must be nearby. We follow them. They will lead us to it.
Agreed. But we cannot strike until Raiden and Kung Lao arrive.
That the Lin Kuei won't aid us is unforgivable. Bi-Han has corrupted them totally. When this crisis ends, we will deal with that one.
This is but the opening battle in a longer war. Titan Shang Tsung has prepared his entire timeline for it. We cannot match its strength.
My counterpart said that your battle with him ripped time's fabric, creating two timelines. But how do we know that it wasn't torn further? If there are two timelines, can't there be more?
Shang Tsung smirks.
Why the thought experiment, Sorcerer?
You said we lack strength. We might find it in other timelines.
How would we do that?
We gather allies from across timelines, other titans, to build an overwhelming force.
If they exist. We have no proof that they do.
We must fight the battle in front of us. We can't stake our survival on pure conjecture.
If Liu Kang is right, the battle in front of us is already lost. This may be our only hope.
Geras, your thoughts?
It is possible. But as I am only the Hourglass's steward, such a search is beyond me. It can only be undertaken by the Keeper of Time.
And I no longer wield that power.
Gearus's brow furrows deeply.
You may be able to regain it.
What? How do you mean?
When you gave up control of the hourglass, I worried that one day you would find you needed it. So rather than let your power dissipate, I collected it. To this day, it remains safely stored.
Why did you never tell me this?
Because the process of restoring your power is likely irreversible. Returning to the life you have now, as Earthrealm's protector, a life you cherish, may be impossible.
And you did not want me tempted to make that sacrifice, unless it was absolutely necessary.
Correct.
Thank you, Gearus. You have saved us with your wisdom. Now, where have you stored my power? We must retrieve it.
It is at the Fire Temple, stored in the Jade Jaguar gifted to you by the great Kung Lao.
Liu Kang smiles and nods. Dozens of dragon warriors march past a large stone archway being constructed in a snowy valley. Dark Gearus steps to Titan Shang Tsung as he stands nearby.
Yes, Gearus.
Liu Kang has proven more resilient than anticipated. He and his comrades have escaped the fortress.
Forget the others. Find Liu Kang. He alone threatens my plans.
Liu Kang and Gearus walk down a path leading to the Fire Temple.
You could have picked no better vessel to store my power, Gearus. I have always treasured the great Kung Lao's gift. It reminds me of his meticulous nature and his generous heart.
Once we retrieve the Jade Jaguar, we will proceed to the Hourglass. There, we will transfer the temporal power stored within it to you.
It now occurs to me that all along, you have had unfettered access to the power stored within. You could have taken it, become Keeper of Time, but chose not to. Why?
Because I have faith in your vision for this new era. I am content to be its guardian.
Thank you, Gearus. Now, this process you propose, you are sure it will restore my power?
As sure as I can be of one that has been neither tried nor tested. But even if successful, it is not guaranteed that you will find any other timelines or allies. They may not exist.
I pray this is not a fool's errand. I hate leaving the others behind.
Your champions will bolster their strength against the Dragon Army. It is sure to be the mother of all battles.
May the Elder Gods protect them.
The pair steps to the Fire Temple's entrance, the sun shining overhead. The Dragon Army constructs more stone archways, portals glowing with dim light in the valley. The moon shines weakly through mist blanketing the sky onto dark Shao Kahn and Reiko as they watch from atop a portal. Dark Smoke, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Kenshi, Rain, and Ermac stand in front of a regiment of dragon warriors, positioned in a long row that cuts through the valley. A pair of dragon warriors stand on top of scaffolding surrounding a portal. They haul a large stone up with a rope. A small, orb-shaped drone made with sleek, polished metal descends from the sky and hovers over the construction site. A camera lens on the drone's front shifts as it spies on the site and the Dragon Army. Johnny uses a controller and looks at a screen on it displaying the construction site from the drone's point of view. Melina and Kung Lao stand near him.
My ex was so wrong. The 30K I spent on this seems like a steal right now.
This magic is incredible.
Not magic, your loveliness. Technology.
Either way, it's clear what must happen next. The gateways and the Dragon Army have to be destroyed. Scorpion, have you a plan?
We must divide our forces. You, Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, will use your magic to attack the portals. As you do, Kenshi and Jared will grind down the Dragon Army. The rest of us will attack our dark doubles. If they're defeated, it will hopefully throw the Dragon Warriors into disarray.
An astute strategy.
Truly, I could not have devised a better one.
Enough with the empty flattery. If you want our trust, give us actions, not words.
Shang Tsung gives a haughty smirk. 2 dragon warriors hammer stones into place with hammers.
It is time. A venom will spread. It will be the end of all things. Armageddon.
Dark Shao Kahn raises his hands to the dragon army, all standing in tight formations. Kung Lao, Melina, Johnny, and Kitana crouch on a cliff overlooking the valley. Kung Lao looks up at a cliff above them where Scorpion, Kenshi, Jared, and Smoke kneel. He gestures to them, then Jared and Kenshi step to the cliff's edge. They telekinetically lift multiple boulders and hurl them at a column of hundreds of dragon warriors marching below. Boulders slam into a group of soldiers. Dark Shao Kahn turns to them while Scorpion and Smoke launch fireballs and bolts of smoke at other warriors. Melina, Kitana, Johnny, and Kung Lao charge the dragon warriors, weapons drawn. Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, and Raiden hurry to one of the portals. They channel beams of fire, green energy, and lightning into the keystone at its top, bringing it down. Green and blue energy beams suddenly hit the keystone from the other side, making it fly back into the portal. Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, and Raiden look at Dark Kenshi and Ermac across from them. A shockwave of energy bursts from the portal, knocking the trio to the ground.
That is unfortunate.
The battle continues, Shang Tsung.
Quan Chi, with me. I, for one, am not pleased we were double-crossed.
It is an ire I share.
May I suggest we harness our anger and use it to obliterate my doppelganger's minion.
اوكي ستريم هذا اخر جيم، هذا اخر جيم ستريم، بعدين بروح انام ان شاء الله.
Attacker jabs the victim with 3 strikes, then knocks them away with an elbow to the head. Shang Tsung injects his victim with a green syringe. The toxin causes bones to mutate out of their innards like roots.
You cannot thwart me.
Thank you, stream.
This pair will trouble us
tomorrow.
No more.
Raiden blasts the portal gate with lightning. Shang Tsung and Quan Chi
Thank you
join
for watching.
him, adding their own magic.
Thank you, Abu Haifa. Hopefully I will be continuing later. And we stop at the 73 mark of the story completion. Smart people. Good night. Good night. I love you, ladies and genitals. Thank you very much.